Yo, guys, if you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say, where's Dashie? Where's Foster? Well, Dash is at home protecting everything, and Foster is currently at Staples printing out a picture. So we are going to go over the news, and then we'll go over a bunch of things. So hang out with me while we learn some stuff. Omi today, not doing 100% great, down about 1.4% over on the day, but not as bad as the markets. The markets were down 2.8% for the S&P, down 2.1% for the Dow, and 3.8% for the Nasdaq. Markets got absolutely murdered today. Like straight up, call an ambulance, call the cops, because yeah, markets straight up got assaulted. It wasn't just them. We did outperform Ethereum as well. They were down 1.47% today, and we were also outperforming Bitcoin, which was down about 2.07% today. So above all, even though it was a very bloody day in the streets for the markets, we did outperform everything. So huzzah to that. This is something that I shouldn't really be celebrating. This happens 4 out of every 5 days. But anyway, moving on. We did have, when I go on the YouTube here, let me go to some of my history. And on my history, you will see a Mike Tyson interview. You'll see, I'll turn down the volume. Reese is on there. Marvel, which has a little over 19 million subscribers on there. And if you can smash that like button for them, shows that about 1,300 views from an hour ago. They have the Marvel x Vivi booth tour at New York Comic Con. Reese, who's the communications manager of Vivi, is talking about all things amazing for them. So shout out to them for that. I'm really excited that they're doing what they can to promote us, even if it is just a quick video on the YouTube. Also, speaking of YouTube, if everyone could go smash that like button, that is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that thanks button down below, or non-free ways are Patreon. Yeah, thanks button, and then super chats. Anywho, moving on here to some of the rest of the news. We've had a ton over the last couple of days. Let's just go from yesterday. Our money current phase, the sample market. We had somebody that has just purchased another wall. They had 14 editions. Now they have 15 editions of that item. So in the bear market, people are stacking. People with one walt are not selling it. People with no walts are not collecting. People with multiple walts are getting more walts. People with multiple, I was out of dinner yesterday. People stacking lightsabers. People stacking Thor posters. People stacking golden moments. People are going really hard on this stuff at these amazing discounted prices. My accountant did a thing where I was going to try to buy a little more Omi, towards the end of this month before decon, but my accountant that said, hey, Randy, you actually owe an extra $18.75 on taxes. And I was like, how dare you? I thought I was done, but it's just a little bit more, not too bad. I will definitely try to get more Omi before the end of the year, most likely in late December. I will try to get that on the balance sheet. So I'll keep you all posted. Happy birthday to Amy Jo Johnson. She was a Pink Power Ranger, turned 52 the other day. Tried to get her on the podcast. I said, happy birthday, Amy Jo Johnson. Would love to get you on the podcast one day soon to talk about your past and future projects. And she liked it. So shout out to her. Maybe at some point I'll get her on. Shout out to Einstein of Wall Street, who I'd happened to get on the podcast yesterday. That was really fun. I'm planning for the 69-hour stream that will take place on October 20th. Omi Homies, Max and Janie have confirmed. Metal Life has confirmed. The Metal Life, the Roth Ryan does those amazing videos. Comics and Crypto, pretty much all of the major either influencers, I don't want to say influencers, YouTubers. Vivi Magic has confirmed. Foster Hilt obviously confirmed. That there's just, if you want to be a part of it, if you're watching this, let me know. Haven't talked to Taps Trades about it, but pretty sure he'll be on at some point. Roomies for life. Taps, I miss you. Ooh, excuse me. So we have Brock McBlockchain going on, Kay had tweeted about Omi, and he says, I think it gets to a point where you just realize that although timelines move with all the constant variables, Vivi delivers, FUD will always be around, but lately it's just idiotic. The contract is on ETH, look it up yourself. Moving on, we had Blackie Chan, or Blackie D Chan, that says Randy first appearance. I guess I was on somebody else's stream, and he happened to go and put me on that. I thought that was really fun. So shout out to all of the Vivi fam that's gone up to me and said, hey, I really love what you do. Speaking of whales, met another whale, won't show the name, has 3,200 comics, quite a lot, 469 collectibles. Everyone comment nice down below for the 69. Tons of whales coming out here today as well. Met somebody that had 178 sets, 177, but then I marked the last one because I got the Daredevil set yesterday. It's just one pose. I think that was really easy. We have Sergio is one of the moderators on Facebook, him and his dad. So that was really cool to meet them. They were there yesterday and today. I had the pleasure of getting a photo with David and Dan. I love what they look at David in that gangster pose. He's so cool. I love them. I attacked Noah. He is great. Bam Bam says to maybe Bam Bam will be on the stream as well. Reese had confirmed. I saw him today. He confirmed he will be on my 69-hour stream, not obviously for all 69 hours, maybe for an hour of it, might even be less than that. Extraordinarily, very, 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 very busy man. He's going over a lot of stuff. Some of the really fun things that I saw, we just had an Eddie cosplay from Stranger Things. There was a little bit of trouble getting the Marvel Mighties over to the booth. You can see he's clearly decapitated. There wasn't one of them. Then you'd have one of the guys that worked over at Marvel putting his head on there. That was really fun. We had, I don't know who those guys are. There's other people taking pictures of David and Dan. Brockman Blockchain had tweeted that he got a request when going into the Vivi app to allow notifications. So I thought that was really interesting. Everyone comment down below. I haven't had that yet. I don't think there's an update, at least not for Android. If there is for Apple, let me know, because that's really, really interesting. And I don't think it was the actual web. It might have been the web app. I'm not 100% sure. Comment down below if you think you know something about that. Speaking of Rocket Blockchain, all right, so the Mario movie that is made by Illumination, 100,000% I'm going to go see. Like that looks to be one of the best movies of next year. And Brockman Blockchain goes and tweets, looks deeply at the Universal license, then looks at Super Mario Bros. Trailer, looks back at Universal license, looks at gem balance, and buys more gems. I mean, teaser trailer is from Universal, and we have the Universal license, so there's a chance that we could actually get the Mario Bros. Movie. And again, I don't know who has Jurassic Park. I think it was Universal. Guys, we were supposed to get Jurassic Park like last year. Why did we not get it until this year? Because I had a movie coming out. They're like, no. Don't put it out now. Wait till the movie. I think there is a much greater than 0% chance that we get something with the Mario Bros. It might just be because of Universal. It might not have anything to do with Nintendo. It might just be, hey, this is our license. We're doing this movie. I think that it could come from them. Again, not saying that we'll never get Nintendo, not saying that we have or don't have it right now. I have zero idea. Ooh, I need to get a new charger. This is okay. Just keeping y'all posted on that. On Immutable X, you do have, if you go and search Vivi, I don't know if this is here. This is only here for a little bit. Somebody got a screenshot, sent it to me. You can see first edition, first appearance, CE for con-exclusive, AP for, I don't even know what that is. You got first appearance, again, con-exclusive, but then you have something called VE. I'm guessing that means Vivi exclusive, not 100% sure, but yeah, on Immutable X, you do have that type of stuff. I don't know if that's still there. It was taken down. I don't know if it's put back up. Robin Blockchain says, hey everyone, secret rare airdrop this month, 19 people, and 18, I'll take one because I'm supposedly buying VV, and that's how I do things now. Plus, I just want the airdrop because I think it's a cool idea. Anyways, one airdrop per Feesh, plus a random chance at getting a 1 out of 19 secret rare airdrop bonus, so that'll be really cool. This is why you should have Feesh, 100%. Oh, picture of my whale dinner last night. Oh, it looks so good. Robin Blockchain says, do you like at Mumbot? She'll be at, oh man, I forgot to do that today. She'll be at New York Comic Con in booth 1757. I forgot to go see her. I met her at DesignerCon last year. She has an Akomi partnership, which is really interesting. Not a Vivi partnership, it's an Akomi partnership. And Brockman Blockchain has also made the very, very specific, says, I have an Akomi partnership, not a Vivi partnership. I think why he has that, obviously because of Feesh, is because they're using Omi. If anybody's taken a look at a lot of Mumbot stuff, it looks like another world. I think she might be building a game. I really need to get her on the podcast. I've tried so many times. She's just so extraordinarily busy. I tried, at DCon last year. I tried at VCon earlier this year. I tried after that when she got the thing. She's just so busy. Plus she's a mom, and I've been on one of her spaces. She's just possible to get on. I really want to get her on and ask her about that, and see if it has to do anything with Omi. So I'll keep you posted. Brockman Blockchain Trolling says, I can't wait until the Twitter deal goes through. Then I'm leaving Twitter to go to something new just because I think blowing 44 billion is funny. Mintalox, what's going on? Says a platform like Twitter, but Feesh can only talk to other Feesh, and if you want in Gotten, get a Feesh. I think that sounds right. Rock and Blockchain says I'm not supposed to talk about Project Glub. He's thought about Project Hermit Crab before, Project Glub. Project Hermit Crab is a game idea that I thought about where if you hermit crabs, like they find shells, and once you outgrow that shell, you have to find a new shell. I just thought that'd be a cool game, and he messaged me. He's like, "Don't talk about Project Hermit Crabs." Like, so he's talking about Project Glub right now. I don't know if I could say this. Okay, I guess I can. One of the guys I had dinner with last night had some type of a relationship with one of the studio managers or something of Paul McCartney. So I am going to try to get a Paul McCartney memorabilia thing, or as many as I can. If I can get multiple, I'll try to give one away, but I'll keep you all posted on that. Some memes. Daily active wallet is someone who has made a transaction in the past 24 hours. At the moment, the average is 5,000 unique wallets per day. But then if you really take a look at it, according to the data AI, we have around 35,000 active users that are people who open the app. And that number has been quite stable for the past months. So maybe the people that like buy something and have transactions in the last 24 hours, maybe that's very, very small at 5,000. But there are 35,000 people that open it. I open the app every day. It doesn't mean I make a purchase every day. No, I don't. But sometimes I do. Shout out to everyone that's a BatCal owner that got a email saying that you're invited to the Black Adam premiere screening in New York City, October 12th. Limited seating available. I did reserve. I don't have a BatCal, but shout out to Steph Salentano for sending me one. I will go there. I'm going to try to get, I'll see if I can get The Rock on. Like, hey, can I ask you a question? Get him on the podcast. Pierce Brosnan, anyone else that's really going to be in there. So I will be at the premiere. It is a world premiere, so there's a decent chance that we'll be there. If you're going, cool. Find me there. Me and Steph Salentano will be there. And then we'll have some other peeps as well. There are official Comic-Con after parties. There are unofficial Comic-Con after parties where it's just a bunch of nerds doing their nerd thing. There's a bunch of Vivi meetups, so comment down below and we'll try to get you. We'll all try to meet up at some point, especially tomorrow. I'm not going to the con tomorrow, but we can just do a Vivi meetup. Tokidoki, I had ran into them today, and one of the workers that says maybe by DesignerCon we might have another thing. So they might have something by DesignerCon. They might have something by the end of the year. They are trying to get another set out. So shout out to them for that. We have Brock Blockchain saying if you're trying to draw a parallel to Omi, because Kay had posted something about ADA. He says in the two and a half year window, ADA was like this. It basically traded flat. It traded sideways. Same thing that Tesla did for about 5 years, trading sideways. The longer the base, the bigger the breakout. And Brock Blockchain says, if you're trying to draw a parallel to Omi, I don't think people have seen anything like what it's about to do. Relatively heck off with your soon memes. No token has ever been anchored to one of the top producing apps. That's only in year 2. And Puddin' Cheek says, has those eyes. So that is the news for the last day or so. There was other news that I just really can go over. It's already 13 minutes. And I do have Foster that is coming down. Oh yeah, I did go over this over in, I think, San Diego, but QueenVV.eth, Lori Brenner says, possibly breaking, Vivi official drop news, Krypton Series 2, they do exist. Where's the Midnight? Chupacabra from Season 1, they do exist, Series 2. That will come, they did say next summer, they will come out. So next summer is something that I'm pretty sure will happen. I don't know what's going to happen with the Midnight Chupacabra, if they're going to release Season 2 beforehand. Series 2, I don't think had as many. There were 12 in Season 1. I don't know how many are going to be in Series 2. But in San Diego, they did say it was going to be next year, next summer. But Queen Vivi, at Lori Brenner 13, has said that, they do exist. Maybe it'll come sooner. Again, my information is old. It was from San Diego Comic-Con. Brock Blockchain tweets out, "This is huge. Hello Cases, but where is Midnight Chupacabra?" Brock Blockchain says, "Inside your heart." That's so great. Okay, Foster Hill will come back in a few. I will go answer some questions right now. Justin saying, "Riz, what up, Justin? How you doing, fam? Hope you're doing well." S4NJ1 says, "Yo, it's me, S4. What's up, S4NJ1? I'm Sanji. Hope you're doing well." Justin says, landed number 204 on the drop. Epic. Dude, people have some really good drop luck skills. There's a couple of people here that had number 44s, 47s, 41s, like on the drop. Damn. Ran into a couple people today that all they do is stack. Some people just don't sell. They don't need to sell. I was gonna try to drink that off camera. It wasn't off camera. Moving on. Oh, there's me commenting from the elsewhere. S4NJ1 says LOL. Just says make sure he isn't trifling. Bobby says when moon. Darth Chaos says hello there. General Darth Chaos says Foster went to Staples. He did. He wanted to print out a shirt or something, or print out a picture. Yeah, I don't know. Darth Chaos says hell yeah, Vivi X Marvel, dude. That means a lot. Marvel going out and posting a YouTube video about us. Joseph says Reese doing it, moving. I like to move it. Vivi Crown says, hey Randy, are we going to have another live stream through Comic-Con? You kick butt and you're covered in San Diego. So I've been trying to do that, but the internet is god awful there. When I go and I set up a live stream, it won't let me, it won't even let me go live. It won't even bring me to the screen where I can like edit or re-upload like the thumbnail or whatever. So it won't even bring me to that screen, so I'm just not able to go live. There's just so many. Maybe on the outside I could, on the outskirts it might not be too bad, but inside that building is just impossible. San Diego, for whatever reason, is just much easier to stream. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Darth Chaos says, yesterday on Marvel YouTube channel, saw some comments of people taking an interest in Vivi. Oh, very interesting. I very curious about that. I might live stream tonight. You know, but there's going to be some Vivi fam hangouts. Like I said, I might live stream tonight. Depends how loud it is in there. We shall see. In case you're wondering what Foster drinks out of, he drinks out of a Star Wars cup. So that's really cool. I have that side of the bed. Foster has this side of the bed. It's not that big a bed. I don't want to talk about it. Foster sleeps with a noise machine. Like it's like a white noise machine, and yeah, a little interesting. Just a little insight into how Foster does his day. It was a great day. We had Mr. Pags was there, Mr. Rolex was there. OMF TYB on my way to FYB. He was there. All my homies Max and January. Like it was so amazing. See so many people from the fam, and just to like hug them, like I just shake everyone's hand and just be like, hey, the camaraderie is so, yeah, so insane. Good. And again, it's different from the military, because military, we all don't like love each other. We all don't like breathe, red, white, and blue. Although, I love a lot of the people that I served with, most of the people that I served with. There are some people where, just don't see eye to eye. But at that time, you're going through the suck together. You're going through like, this sucks. Going through it together, make it, make the best out of it. Here it's like Bon Jovi, like living on prairie, just like you're so high from the interactions. It's like when something is coming, it's like we have that advantage of knowing where the future is going, and it is a little lonely, I think, because so many people have come up to me and Foster and Vivi Magic and everyone, Comics Code, everyone that's the content creators are there, and say like, hey, thank you guys. Some people can't get enough of it. It's easy, not everyone has Twitter, not everyone has Discord. They just really get it from YouTube. So when you go and a lot of us are on Spaces all the time, or on, constantly on YouTube like I am, or, I'm always in the utility Discord, link down below, playing the Earth 2 game, link down below, use my referral code. There's some people, they just get YouTube, and, and there are a lot of amazing content creators out there, but for a while there weren't a ton, especially when the bear market hit. There are a lot of people that were like, yeah, I'm gonna stay away from it for a while. Yeah, I live and breathe it. This is what I live and breathe. This is what I love. And a lot of other people that can't get enough of it, that obsess over it like I do. Like go out to any normal, more normal place and try to talk about Vivi, and maybe if they're nice, they'll entertain. Oh, that's interesting, and then they'll move on. After 5 minutes. We talk about this forever. We can go and talk about it. So, there's always going to be a core group of us, and there's always going to be people that like, oh, I like it. Like, not everyone has watched every single episode of Supernatural. Some of us have watched every single episode multiple times. Some of Gilmore Girls, and it's. But basically, I'm trying to say that this is only going to get bigger. And for everyone that's doing content out there, everyone like you are not alone. Like this is if you couldn't make it to Comic Con or you can't make it to any of the cons, travel and hotels and just tickets in general is just expensive. You're not alone. We're all freaks and geeks out here, and we got your back. Same way Lil Kim and Christina Aguilera had their back in that. I forget that song. We got your back as well. Moving on here. Michael James says, so rare to catch Loki King live. Loki King! I still do think I have the, I think I have the most alligator Lokis. Everyone else has a lot more everything, but I got them Lokis on lockdown. Esperanza one says, Randy, got my secret rare first appearance Spidey yesterday. Get it, brother. Some of the people that have 2 of everything are wild. Some of the people that, my first appearance, secret rare first appearance Spidey. Yeah. I'm so proud of all of y'all. I should be proud of yourselves as well. Dark Chaos says, nice grab. D Dagdat says, greets from Amsterdam. Why greetings, senor? Salutations. Excuse me. We got Orange Bag Lady OBL. Dude, we are missing you so much. We all love you. Saying, evening, gents. Hope you guys are having a smashing time. Have a drink for me. So me and Foster are walking back. And, we hear, Randy! And I was like, meow. And he's like, come grab a beer. So I'm like, meow. So I run across the street like a cat. And then Foster's like, oh Lord, Randy, what? I feel so. Foster is from one of the bigger cities in Canada. But still, it's not New York and it's not Comic Con. He's never been to something like this, and I feel like I sometimes am a little too much for him. So he's like, we're gonna go to Staples. Okay, you go to Staples. I'll sit here and finish my beers, and then I'll meet you back at the room. I really hope he has his key. So yeah, it's just really fun. Everyone, buy me beers, buy me lunch. But I don't know if I deserve it. I don't know if I earned that, but it's thank you nonetheless for it. It's very, very, very humbling to be here. Bill Garner says, what up, fellas? Hope you're doing well. Just says, love that thumbnail, buddy. Ahoy, thank you. The Big Daddy Randy is here with the Canadian Coin Wizard. I miss him. I miss my co-host. Moving on. Super Duper Hank says, hi, Randy. Just stopping by to say hello. I got less than 3 months until year end. Our business has net of $278,000. Trying to get to that 305 yearly salary for 2022. Can't wait for 2023. Taxes not yet, dude. Taxes. My taxes do be an extra 1875, but it's okay because I will pay that, and then hopefully by late December I can get some of this OMI and maybe get to 150 mil. We'll see. Just says, I still want to see Smarty Pants, Vivi. We got Bill Garner says, I feel like comics are more addicting than collectibles because they're so cheap. Yeah, dude, it's insane. Some of these comics get for like $3. Like, that's silly. Why? Like, what? That's more, especially when you're gonna be able to burn some of these for it's gonna be nuts. This is gonna be a crazy collectibles app when you're able to burn a bunch of these. Okay, sorry. I had a quick. Oh God. Yeah. Apologies about the missed messages. It's just impossible. Can't do it. Can't do it in what do you call it? During Comic Con, during one of these things. It's absolutely wild. Moving on here. We got Stephen Friedlander says, what is the date of your 69-hour stream? I've got a nice envelope of 69. I will I will go and let you guys know the dates of it right now. It is going to start at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday, October 20th, and it is going to end at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 23rd. It's my friend Raythax's 51st birthday, and it's actually the day that 1 year anniversary of when the Alligator Loki was released. So I did do that on purpose. The only thing that does suck is that I will not be able to listen to Taylor Swift's new album, which premieres on the 21st. So I think last launch, Some Girl Britney will come on like the 20th maybe, or like the 23rd, because I feel like the 21st and the 22nd she's going to save specifically just for the just to listen to that album. I'm so jelly. I'll listen to it afterwards. I gotta love my Taylor Swift. Oh God, she's so good, so good. Tay. Moving on. Darth Chaos says yes, there is. You get Darth Chaos gets notifications on iOS. That's really really interesting. I'm so glad. Does says, you think the app will eventually not crash? I mean, if so many people try to go on and do things at once, I don't know. I think you could attack it. You can crash. You can, yeah. I think it's always going to be possible to do that, unless you're talking about showrooms specifically. Dogcast says Mario movie need Vivi drops for it. Dude, I would go so ham on some Mario. I would go. It's crazy. That Mario movie drop is probably going to be. And again, I have zero idea, zero confirmation if that's true. If it's just a pipe dream, that it shows that Robert Blatant's teasing just because he wants to tease. Like I said, I have no idea. Man, I'm really fat. I need to. As soon as this is over, I'm going to go on a major diet. Major workout routine regimen. That's first appearance of Mario on the blockchain. You have zero idea what that means. That's not as big as like Pikachu, but fudge. March 10th, Mario Day. Anyway, Justin says shrooms. J Temp says AP equals artist proof. Okay, gotcha. Danny DeBull says Foster got lost in New York City. Oh, I really hope not. He didn't message me, did he? He's like, oh, Randy, I'm lost. No, I do have a missed call from him, but that was from 4 hours ago. So we're good. It's not a recent call. Moving on. We got Willow Kids. What's up, Randy? What's up, Willow Kid? I hope you're doing well. And we got Darth Chaos says, cheers, mate. Cheers. Those are good. And we got Mirestone Rand says, howdy, Randy. Howdy. What's up, Mirestone? Steve Friedlander says, my collectibles sent us to raid the live Marvel stream yesterday. Oh, that's fantastic. That's so good. He's so cool. We should do some. Is there a live Marvel stream today? Maybe we'll raid that later. Mike H says, yo, Randy, first off, what's up, baby? Second, do you think, I'm, at Comic-Con doing my thing, getting ready for a night out. It's going to be fantastic. Waited a really long time. I only started drinking maybe an hour ago. Second, do you think that it could actually be problematic that whales have such a dominant control over some of the collectibles? It could be off-putting. Heart, you too. No, I think that makes it more desirable. I think that's going to make it some people that, whales have this? I'm going to get one too, because they want to be like whales. Because you don't have to be a whale. You could save up, and $4,000. Yeah, $4,000 is a lot. That's more than most people's mortgages. That's if you're renting, that's a couple months rent. But that's not, if you're in a first world country, $4,000 extra is not outside the realm of possibility to get. That might take months to get. Let's say you're working full time and maybe you have a little. Okay, hang on one second. Yes, he did. Oh God. Yes, he did. He'll meet us there. Let's say you're working your 9 to 5, you're working 40 hours a week, full time, and let's say you have a little bit of money left, each month. Hey, I'm gonna go out to a movie here and get my hair cut. I'm gonna spoil myself with some, pizza and ice cream, once a week, whatever it is. So I'll say this for a person in that situation that maybe has a couple $100 extra per month, can go and get minimum another part-time job, make another $200 a week, and 800. Yeah, get that in 5 months. But that to me, and again, I'm a little crazy. To me, that's a bare minimum. For anyone that had gone on and had watched my stream that said to my male viewers and subscribers, why cut connections with a whale. In that video, I say, get in shape. If you're, and I'm not trying to talk down to anyone here. I think the marginalized should probably have a voice. If you don't, for the males here, if you don't have really like the best luck with women, if you don't have, if you're maybe not, if you're like me and you're not that good looking, like at all, go to, get in shape and then like make something of yourself. Now for me, like on paper, I am probably like the worst person to try to date because I have not a lot, not a money account. I have no, I have like no formal education outside of like high school. And and when I did go to college for one semester as a community college, um, but what you can do is you can go and have pride in what you do and do your job really well, and then you can go, outside of getting in shape, you can go and I think Foster's here. You can go and you can work. For me, this aged me. You will probably not live as long if you do this for the extended amount of time that I did. You could work 80 hours a week. I get it. Oh, it's 40 hours a week. It's full time. Sure, it's the norm if you want to be normal. If you don't want to get ahead of the pack. Foster, you need to. Okay, you're good. If you want to get ahead of the pack, work extra. A lot of people working overtime. You work 2 full-time jobs. It sucks. You have no life. You will miss out on. You will miss out on things. You'll miss out on birthdays and parties and graduations and whatever. I couldn't go to one of my best friend's wedding that I was supposed to be in because I was in the military and could not get off work. We're on skeleton crew. Obviously, that's a little different than if you're working at the extra job at like Target or whatever. But basically, if for anyone in the first world that has a little extra money each month that is just working 40 hours a week, you can get a Walt. It might take a couple months working a part-time or another full-time job somewhere else in addition to your full-time job, but you can get a Walt. It's not $50,000 anymore. It's not as special as it once was. You can go and you can get one. Right, Foster? You have how many Walts now?
What's going on, guys?
My bae!
Hey. Just doing a little touring around New York, making myself. I'm basically a local now. I see people and I just go, what's up? And they go, what's up? And it's good. What's going on, fam? Good to see you guys. Sorry for being a little bit tardy to the party, but
fashionably late.
All the cool kids show up late. So
super chat. Ernie Malas with a $20 super. Oh, we met him yesterday.
We did.
My man, the myth, the legend. He's an amazing guy. Love him. He's the one that got not the David Warhol poster. That was what was the Gary Baseman one of one.
Yeah.
So he will be coming to Design-a-Con. He'll be going to have he won that meeting with David. I got to ask him today. Maybe I'll ask him tomorrow at the con when he wants to do that. So he's got the lunch with David. He's bringing me. And so speaking of the con, speaking of your last few days here. First impression, last impressions. What is the?
Man, it's been
as a Canadian.
Yeah, it's been pretty incredible. I do have to say, and for those of you that haven't had the opportunity to come out to one of these events, you may not fully understand it. But for those of you that have been to events before, you'll understand where I'm coming from. It's a whole other world. It's really incredible to see all of the support and all the fam showing up and hanging out and. It was incredible. I was just completely overwhelmed by the amount of love and support that people showed both of us, the amount of people that came up to me and said that they watched my content or they appreciated what I did. And it was just a really surreal moment for me. And it really put things into perspective of, we see things on social media a lot, and especially maybe when things aren't going as well as we would hope they would. People can kind of get down on themselves and be negative, and it's understandable when the entire market and the overall economy is down. People are down on their investments. It's easy to get frustrated and it's easy to be negative. But when you come together with a group of like-minded people and can really just discuss, all the things that you're grateful for and to have to look forward to with the project moving forward, it's hard to not be excited. And I'll be honest, as a Canadian, it was a little overwhelming. There was a lot of people, and I'm not used to being in big crowds like that all the time. So it definitely pulled me out of my comfort zone a little bit. But like I said, when you're surrounded by people that are there to support you and are there for the same cause, it's really cool to see how people from different walks of life can all come together over a common interest. Yeah. So.
And you touched on it a little bit. I read a TIFU, Today I Fudged Up. It wasn't like a big one. It was this sister that had put on a party for her brother, and her brother had not like crazy social anxiety, but it was very introverted, and put on a surprise party for his 30th birthday. And for being introverted, had, a good amount of friends, let's say 20 or 30 friends. And between that and family, when he walked into a room, a bar, when it was supposed to be just his sister, and he had 40 people saying like surprise, like and he just left.
Oh my gosh!
And there were all people there that love his partner, but that people just can sometimes get overwhelmed. And obviously, you're not like that. You know.
Yeah, I'd like to think I can hold my own in the crowds, but yeah, I mean, it definitely, you know, like you said, it takes you outside of your comfort zone, and you never know how you're gonna react to something like that, and you never really know, like, what is the reaction of people that are coming up to you going to be? Are they going to be, you know, are they not going to know who you are? Which honestly was totally fine with me. If they did know who you were, are they going to be happy to see you? Or conversely, are they going to be upset? Or are they going to say, hey, you know, I watch your content, I think it's stupid, or, you know, I listened to something you had to say and it you know, it went bad for me or whatever. And I think those are always the fears that you have going into situations like this. But honestly, the reception was overwhelmingly positive. Either the people that didn't like me just avoided me or something, but everyone that came up to me was awesome. I enjoyed taking pictures, got to shine someone's shirt at one point, which I thought was just a really cool thing. Like, why you would ever want my signature, I couldn't tell you, but that was really cool for me. That was
so you've only signed one thing.
Yeah, I only signed the one thing. Yeah, I think I only
so that's a one of one. It's the only thing that has Foster Hilts.
Oh damn!
I feel
you could take that to the bank literally and steal my identity. So there you go.
I have a in the Decon kickoff party earlier this year. There was a what do you call it? I had I signed a Pokemon card. I think it was a Weezing. It was a new Weezing. It was like a Galarian Weezing. So it had like a top hat. It looked like Doug Dimmadome, the Dimstyle Dimmadome. And I thought that was really cool. I almost wish I didn't, because if I wanted to sign a Pokemon card, it'd be my own.
Yeah.
But yeah. So there's something that I was kind of, you came in on the tail end of saying that, do you think that it could actually be problematic that whales have such a dominant control over some of the collectibles? I thought it was really good because if you're someone that's, let's say, not a whale, but you know that whales are stacking Waltz or they're stacking Elsas or whatever it is, you can say, you can do what it takes to get the extra $400, $1,000, whatever, which I realize is a lot of money because that is food for the month. $1,000 could be rent for the month, whatever. But then, especially if you're a single male and you say like, oh, me and the whales are stacking this, here's mine. You can put yourself in, like, whenever I have somebody that's in their 20s on my podcast, like, yeah, people like us, late 20s, early 30s, you know, you put yourself in with the people you want to be with.
Yeah.
Do you see any negative sides to that, though, that I might not be looking at?
I mean, realistically, you know, there's always going to be a negative to people having control over, you know, a specific percentage of whatever, like, realistically. But I think to offer a perspective, and you know, people may disagree with this, and this is totally okay, but I almost feel better with the collectibles being in the hands of whales. And the reason that I say that is they are far less likely to liquidate their portfolios because they simply just don't have to. And what I mean by that is if you're someone that has $100 million and you choose to buy a lot of the collectibles because you like them, you're probably not buying them to flip them for a 2x, right? You're buying them because you enjoy them and you're going to hold on to them for longer periods of time. There's going to be less financial incentive that drives you away from the collectible, and it's just the joy of collecting, which is why you're holding on to those pieces. I think that those items ending up in fewer hands is actually more valuable in a sense, assuming that they end up with the right people who just want to hold on to them. Because if you have, you know, I don't know. Like, the only example I could think of, I guess, of a really big whale is like Dr. Profit or something, who owns a bunch of the collectibles. You know, I can't speak for him, but
15,000.
You know what I mean? Like you got to figure that, you know, he's not doing it to make a 2x on the collectibles. Like, he's holding them and he's not getting rid of them because, so like, for all intents and purposes, I basically consider all the collectibles that he owns locked up. Yeah. Because realistically, he's not getting rid of them, at least not anytime soon. So we now know that a percentage of X collectible is locked up versus it being in 100 people's hands. Well, now you got to worry about each of those 100 people. Hey, I got to pay bills. Hey, I got to do this. Yeah. Whereas you just don't have to worry about that with someone like him. So yes, there's some negatives because if they get fed up with the project and they go, screw it, I'm going to floor all 100 of my collectibles. Well, sure, anyone else that owns a collectible is either going to have to undercut to get out or hold on forever, conceivably. But there's that balance there. Because right now in the marketplace, everyone that I think has sold has been people that weren't in it for the long haul, that sold at the bottom or were not in a position to be able to take profits.
Yeah.
And that's perfectly okay. But I think I kind of heard you mentioning at the end, like if you have the ability to pick up something that has already gone up quite, substantially previously, like why not take the opportunity to pick it up now before it does so again? So you asked, I think at the beginning, how many Waltz do I own? Well, I own 4, but I only owned 2 back in 2021. So I've taken that opportunity to buy that dip and collect those because I believe that they're going to be more valuable moving forward. Now, are they going to be $10,000, $100,000, $1 million? I mean, who knows at the end of the day? But at the end of the day, I do believe that there'll be more value than the 3,800 or whatever they are right now. So if you have those means and you take advantage of it, then possibly people who own more than you are actually going to help you by continuing to reduce that supply by not listing their own collectibles.
Yeah,
so.
I think that goes to 6 figures one day. That's gonna be.
That's the hope. Yeah. I definitely hope. But I mean,
shout out. Great meeting you yesterday, Foster. Cheers. And then, sleep in, my bag. I miss you. Adam Awesomeface says, "Is the rumor true?" Is there a rumor?
Is there a rumor?
I don't.
Oh my goodness! I think the only way we can confirm or deny this rumor is if you super chat more money. No, I don't.
I don't know.
Is there a rumor? See, this is where you get in trouble because you start speculating about what the rumor is, and then you just create 10 more rumors that didn't previously exist. So I feel like whoever that is very clever at making that whatever. But
so I did a 15-minute recap of stuff.
Okay.
I mean, we had Tokidoki. They said that they're.
Oh, wasn't there someone Lori Brenner teased not a tease, but said possible series 2 of Tokidoki?
Yeah, so
or that was Crickets.
Yeah,
okay.
So I talked to them in San Diego, and they said next summer will be series 2. And Lori Brenner talked to them today, and they said that they just said that they'll be coming. They didn't know when. And we talked about Midnight Chupacabra. And when that, where was that? And
yeah.
Brock and Blockchain tells Kay he lives in your heart.
Oh my goodness.
Adam says someone said there was a slip up on the show floor. Any word?
A slip up?
Okay, so
do you know what this is?
This is probably not what you're thinking of, but this is what I'm thinking of. Is that back in San Diego at the Marvel floor, there was they were auctioning off, or they were selling a Infinity Gauntlet with all of the 6 stones in it.
Okay.
And it was like $28 or $35 million because the stones were I don't know how many they're 60 carats or something like that each stone.
Okay.
And that happens to be the same time that we were releasing the Tesseract. So in that same place where the Infinity Gauntlet was, today there was a Ghost Rider. His Ghost Rider had a Chevy.
Okay, I did see that.
So if we're trying to make a parallel from that, then maybe that's something that we'll get. Shout out to Maxwell saying beer money, keep it a good fight. Thanks, man. But a slip up on the show floor. I mean,
I'll say it was a carpet floor, so it wasn't wet. So I didn't see any slip and fall incidents that took place.
Yeah. But, so if we're talking about the, oh, you gotta open up the thing first.
Oh, okay.
If you wanna.
Well, it got dark, so I don't know if it's dying on
no,
us.
it's not. It's just lack of light.
Oh, okay. I didn't want it dying on us here. We're live with the people, so you can't have it dying on us.
It goes as Robbie Ray is. Okay, gotcha. So outside of that, there's a Lori Brenner thing. There was a look at that, the Disney here letting the Oogie Boogie roam around.
Oh my god! Yeah, you can't show that on stream. That's the rumor. We'll rumor what we were looking at there.
Black Adam premiere is for Batcow holders.
The world premiere of the movie, I think, right?
Maybe the Super Mario Bros. Thing. So Brock and Blockchain posted a tweet the other day saying that he was looking at. Actually, I think I have it here. Hold on.
Okay.
Also, there's gonna be news here. I'm sorry.
Guys, I apologize. We're all over the place right now. But this is your IRL stream for
Brock
you.
Says, looks deeply at Universal license. Looks at Super Mario Bros. Trailer. Looks back at Universal license. Looks at gem balance. Buys more gems.
Wow.
I don't know if that's I guess that's a rumor as well. I mean, I talked about it before, but I don't think there's a leak. I don't think there was a slip up.
It's such a hard balance with Brock because I feel like he's like an evil genius, and I feel like, if he's drawing a parallel, there's probably a reason for it. But whether that's a confirmation per se or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it could always just be for Feesh's. Like, who knows? So.
Justin says Foster sleeps with a Darth Vader mask. Imagine.
Oh, that could be kinky. A little role play. Okay.
Would you rather buy silver or Omi? 100% Omi for me, not financial advice.
Were you telling people about my white noise?
Yes. Wait, why?
You bastard.
Oh, is that a secret?
No, you can tell me. What other secrets are you divulging, Mr. Chavez?
Chick-fil-A, I'm addicted. I haven't seen we've seen Arby's right next to us.
Yes, sir.
What if I told the IRS to be abolished by 2026? Something might be interesting. Dude, I would never leave America. I would on principle, I'd never leave America again.
I mean, they're still going to find a way to tax you, let's be honest. It's not like, even if they got rid of the IRS, they're just going to fly drones around and be like, you pay your taxes?
This is like, get you.
Yeah.
QAnon can abolish our taxes.
Oh my god.
A question: do digital collectibles work in AR in a nuclear holocaust? I mean, the technology would still be there.
Yeah, but if there's no internet, would you be able to load the images?
I guess if that would have the same thing as like a solar flare, and everything would be fried.
Yeah, but so would physical collectibles. So if people are trying to compare that.
No, I mean like the network. Like everything, like the cell towers are. I mean, again, that's.
I mean, the aliens could come down and do that also.
But I mean, what exactly is a nuclear holocaust though? Like Holocaust, what, like 6 million Jews and maybe another million or so people died?
Yeah, but that wasn't a nuclear holocaust. That was more of like a genocide.
Yeah. So I mean, let's just say we 10x that. And 80
how about we don't hypothesize on 10xing a Holocaust? How about we just move on to the next comment? Because this is gonna get you demonetized.
If 80 million people died, there's still a whole lot of people. I feel like the AR would still work in most parts of the world. Moving on. Spot, there'll be no ground. It looks like birdies.
Oh, OBL.
OBL. I love OBL. Thank you for super chat. It says. Cute hat, eh? Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Dutch Omis and Hey Heroes. Just as ice cream. Oh, ice cream would be so good.
Oh, rip.
God save the Queen, Foster.
Rip.
Can we say that anymore? And Bagley says, "What?"
You just hypothesized an 80 million person genocide, and you can't say God save the Queen.
I don't think it's about logic. I think it's more.
Okay.
I think it's more about feelings.
Oh, okay. Well, we wouldn't want to offend anyone's feelings. So.
What part y'all headed? What party? There's a bunch of stuff. Yeah, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I finally get to one of these events. Gonna improve my bands.
Honestly, getting to these events is just—it's absolutely incredible. Like touching back on, like it was like apparently they were saying I heard 175,000 people are gonna pass through the event over the 4 days, and I'd 100% believe it. Like the amount of people that were here today, it was incredible, and it was just so cool to see like. I mean, not even just at the Vivi booth. Like, the Vivi booth was awesome, no doubt. But, like, just walking around the rest of the venue and just seeing, like, so many people that were passionate about, like, fandoms that I had never heard of or wouldn't be interested in personally. But to just see how excited they got, it just really goes to show that, like, when Vivi brings all of this IP together in one place, like, it's almost going to be undeniable. So.
Thanks for confirming. They also announced TCAAD for XT2. So... I have gone over what this could possibly mean. The closest I can come to is genetic sequencing, like thymine, cytosine, adenine, but there's no D. There's G for guanine, but there's no... And
who released this, and what is this based on?
I think it has something to do with Feesh's, because I think in one of the updates... Let me go to the Discord. Let me go to the Feesh cord. Link down below to mint a Feesh. And...
Yeah, definitely check out your Feesh's, guys. Definitely.
2 of mine are dead.
Oh no!
How many do you
I have to check. I haven't checked recently. I hope mine didn't die.
You're a bad Feesh dad.
I am a terrible Feesh dad. I'm like one of those dads that's like I have custody, but only like every second Wednesday for like an hour, and I take you out for ice cream at the park bench, and then like don't see you again. Like that's kind of me.
So Brock had tweeted about something like that like a week ago maybe.
Oh.
But I don't know what it was. So they did have the second what's that called?
What did you just do there? Is that trigger finger? Is it the
yeah, trigger finger.
Oh, okay.
That's really just comes from my like video gaming when dudes skateboard scamper and it's like kind of beat the first in Mario Party.
Guys, I don't know how I'm going to survive 2 more days with Randy. This is just crazy.
I don't know
if he's going to survive either. Oh my goodness.
I don't know how he hasn't killed me yet. Just be like, call immigration on me. Guys, this is a strange brown man in my room. Marvel make their Marvel Comp debut in the Vivi official section of our booth. Oh, very nice. Marvel Entertainment tweeting us out with the Marvel Mighties.
Yeah, that's so for those of you guys that don't know, because this is actually probably something good that we could focus on. Marvel put out a video earlier today on their Marvel Entertainment YouTube page, which has 19.6 million subscribers. And the entire premise of the video was touring the Vivi/Marvel booth at New York Comic Con. So that was pretty incredible that took place. Randy's doing his best emoji face right now. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, so that was pretty awesome to see them putting out that, and I think it really goes back to the credibility of when we're going to start to see marketing. I think for whatever reason, and I don't have any inside info, I'm not plugging them, I'm not telling you to go buy them, but the sense that I got from the first 2 days of Comic-Con is that Marvel is very bullish on the Marvel Mighties. Now, I don't know why that is. I don't know if they're planning on integrating them further or gamifying them, or if they're just like, hey, this is our biggest cash cow, or what. I don't know. But it has been very interesting to see this kind of transpire and the amount of emphasis. Like all of the staff shirts that everyone was wearing were related to the Marvel Mighties. The only collectibles that were really being displayed prominently were Marvel Mighties. In the video that they released for the promotion, it was all about the Marvel Mighties. The interviewer was specifically referencing the Marvel Mighties with Reese. And I just feel like for whatever reason, there might be something more to those characters. We do know that they're exclusive to Vivi, which I think, the fact that they're going out of their way to promote the only collectibles that are specifically unique to Vivi could lead to some further speculation about what will happen with those collectibles. I can say for myself, I already own every set of those collectibles. So, like I said, I'm not saying you guys should go out and buy them, but it was just interesting to see that out of all of the IP catalog that Marvel has, there seemed to be a fairly significant emphasis on the Mighties. But I don't know, did you feel similarly, or did you?
So let me ask you this, have you ever been in a situation where, you ask someone a question and they say something, and for whatever reason, for absolutely no reason whatsoever, you get excited? You're like, oh, really? And then you realize, wait, why did I get excited? That literally means nothing.
Yes.
Okay, so I think this may or may not have happened in San Diego Comic-Con. This is the exact scenario where David had asked me, did you get the drop today? Which was the chimichanga truck.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a Marvel Mighty. I was like, oh, yeah, I have all the Marvel Mighties. Like, you have all the Marvel Mighties? I was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. So I don't know if, that was, he got excited for no reason, or he's like, he said, oh, you have that? Because maybe something big is coming? But wait, I better not say anything. Let me stare at the floor, let my shoes, okay.
Well, that's one way to get the rumor mill going for sure. Yeah, no. And what I will say, because, a little bit of perspective, because, I tweeted about this. We may have talked about it live the other day. Or no, we went live before we went. I don't even remember at this point. Everything blurs together. One of the most exciting things for me about this event, other than meeting the fam, which has been absolutely incredible, was meeting the team. Now, I had never met Reese, I'd never met Dan, I'd never met David before the event. I'd obviously interacted with them through AMAs and things of that nature, but had never met them in person. And it was really incredible to be able to have conversations with each of them. And it wasn't just because of, I make content or whatever. They were literally talking to everybody for extended periods of time too. It was amazing. But it was just really incredible to be able to have those conversations with them and kind of share our joint excitement for the project and for the future of the space. And you can really tell that, at least from my perspective, they're really in it for the long haul, and they really believe in the future prospects of what the project has to offer. And I think that they're really committed to ensuring that they continue to grow out the project, and that the project continues to be successful. And I really got the sense, and I told this to a couple people here in person, so I have no problem saying it online as well. there's no guarantees that Vivi is going to be successful. There's no guarantees that the Omi token is going to be successful. That's really out of anyone's control. There could be macroeconomic events. There could be, terrible issues. There could be, world events that just make it so that it just doesn't happen. But I can say with confidence that I do not believe that if the project was to not succeed, it would be because Dan and David and the rest of the team didn't put their entire heart and soul and every single ounce of effort that they had into making the project as best as they could. And that was really, it was evident to me having the conversations with David and Dan on the floor, as well as Reese. It's just, they're not just in it to make a quick buck. They're really in it because they're passionate about it. And I really hope that you guys that had the opportunity to speak with them as well, if you're watching this stream right now, that you share that same sentiment. And if you haven't had an opportunity to talk to them, I really hope that you guys are able to make an effort to make it out to a physical event at some point, because I think that you guys will really see firsthand what I experienced, and you'll really, it just puts you, it's almost like a sense of calm and comfort where you talk to them and you go, yeah, like you're the real deal. And I like being able to look someone in their eyes and be like, what's your story? Like, what are you really all about?
You feel safe in
their
embrace.
You do.
So have you ever seen the Colbert Report?
Stephen Colbert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he had a show where he played like a certain character, and he knew when to like limit himself. But then when he had someone on, let's say he interviewed like Jon Stewart, who was kind of like the Democrat version of him, still funny but a little more left. When Stephen Colbert was, his character was super right. But then when he had someone that was on that was like kind of left, he went really, really far right. And I feel like, as you're here giving everyone a sense of like, hey, realistically, this is what should happen. I can come on here and say, not financial advice, but I have seen the future and we're going to the heckin' moon. Remember? See Wolf of Wall Street, where he's like, I'm not freaking selling. I feel like I probably wouldn't do that normally. I feel like most of the time it's like, hey guys, how's it going? Omi was only down about 1% today, which is a lot better than the 3% down that the rest of the markets were. But now, I feel like I can let now that you're here being the voice of reason, I don't have to be.
You're the devil on the shoulder.
It's like you'd be the good parent, and I would be like the ones like, yeah, stay up late, eat ice cream, play Nintendo with me.
There'd be people, we'd be at the event, and people would be talking to Randy. And they'd be like, hey, like, what do you think Omi's going to do? And I'd literally just come over and I'd just go like this. I'd just be like, right beside his face. I'd just listen. I'd be like, what's he going to say? I'm like, is he going to say $10? Because if he says $10, I'm going to smack him. And I was just waiting. I was loaded.
I saw you. So I was like, well, I thought realistically, in the next bull market, I think it's possible to get to 30 cents.
Yes.
And it's like,
And then I walked away. I was like, okay, I accept you. And no, it's been pretty incredible, man. Yeah. This has been...
We got Robert Sennett says, what's up guys, hope to see the Vivi fam tomorrow. I love this game. Yeah, we're gonna try to do that as well. Sleeping Comments of season 1 Kripken set is in lockdown.
Let's go sleeping.
Ooh, Abe says, I got 2 Feesh. Would you buy any more Feesh or Common Vaders?
Ooh,
I think as far as value goes, Feesh aren't sold out yet. Common Vaders, have never been in a bull market, but Feesh, you get you get a Common Vader. You get a Common Vader. You get Feesh. You get so many more airdrops each month. You get so many more things each month. You could.
So there's more IP value behind Star Wars than there's behind Feesh currently. Obviously, it's a newer project, and dollars to dollars, I would say obviously the Star Wars. If it's just purely for financial, like is one Feesh versus one Common Vader, like what's the value proposition? It's going to be Star Wars, obviously. But if you're looking for a cool community and something that's a little different, that's very supportive and that loves what is being built out and everything that's coming, and you want kind of residual rewards for holding your collectibles and being a part of a community, then holding Feesh is, I think, an awesome opportunity as well. Like I said, I own the entire Darth Vader set. I also own 10 Feesh. It's a balance. You really have to collect what you enjoy, because at the end of the day, like, not everything needs to be about money either, right? Like, there's the financial implication, but it's also like, what do you enjoy? And like, that's one of the reasons that I like the back howls so much. Just the back howls have been delivering on utility fairly consistently, and I own 3 back howls, so it's pretty incredible to see. And the community is just very positive about it, and by and large, most of the community is Vivi members as well, anyways. So I think it's really cool to branch out into other projects that are positive. You know, if you join the Feesh Cord, you'll see like a lot of people that are just very excited. Brock does a really good job of teasing new releases and things that he's planning on. He'll get you to vote on the outcome of what you want done for certain things. So it's really about having a community and a voice. Whereas if you own a Star Wars collectible, you own a Star Wars collectible, which is fantastic. And I think you should own Star Wars if you have the ability to own Star Wars. But I don't think there's really any right or wrong answer if you're collecting it for just the enjoyment of what it is.
Again, I'm glad you're here for the voice of reason, because I pretty much said Feesh are a better investment than Vader. Which, I mean, like, you know, David and Dan don't buy up the floors and you know, themselves and then airdrop them. Brock and Blockchain will, if you floor an item, there's a greater than 0% chance that Brock will sweep it up. He'll buy it from you, and then he'll gift it back to the community as an airdrop.
So what I will say is, and once again, Brock is absolutely crushing it when it comes to utility, like light years ahead of anything that the Star Wars IP or Disney as a whole is realistically doing currently. But I think to dismiss, you know, 100 years of what Disney represents in Star Wars, which is arguably one of their biggest franchises over. And once again, I think Feesh long term, because there's only 10,000 of them, will be valuable. Absolutely, no doubt, hands on. That's why I own 10 of them. But at the same time, you know, realistically, I think if you're considering it, like, the Feesh aren't even sold out yet. Like, if the Feesh were sold out and it was like, hey, like, this could happen and it'll raise the floors and whatever, then from a purely financial perspective, I'd say, yeah, you know what, short term, Feesh might be a better play for you. But if you're doing it purely for money and nothing else, Star Wars, like, if I'm a betting man, I'm betting on Star Wars, even though Feesh, I mean, could do better than Star Wars in 5 years because they developed this, like, insane community and whatever.
And they have 2 metaverses already.
Yeah. Oh, and then, like I said, it's incredible what he's doing, but you know, I also want to balance that a little bit, and I'm still betting on him and what he's doing, and I think it's absolutely awesome, which is why I supported the initiative by buying as many as I did, but I think that the community would also crucify me if I said buy Feesh over Disney.
I mean, Brock could also, you know, one day, you know, I'm so glad he's on side. Like, him and Elon Musk, even though Musk is technically South African, I'm glad Brock is here in America. Brock could go to Europe, fall in love with it, and be like, all right, guys, I'm going to heck off over here on vacation. You know, even
if you saying Brock is Elon Musk?
I mean, both white. I've never seen them in the same room, same time. So I guess it's possible.
There you go, guys. You heard it here first. That is the alpha.
I mean, Elon Musk does already for, you know, amazingly impossible things, and Brock kind of does things similar. So yeah, I guess it's possible. I like the idea that you're Brock better than anything else, but
yeah, unfortunately I can't really touch on that currently. I may have some thoughts about that on social media later, but you'll have to wait and see if one of my accounts tweets out about it.
But I mean, for all the amazing things that Brock is doing, you know, that it's possible that Disney's Disneyverse can go and you know, launch next year, and they can say, like, hey, anyone that has a, you know, Vader thing gets a free whatever. And then suddenly,
exactly.
You know, it's like...
I mean, I think utility is going to be the absolute no-brainer that just makes a lot of these collectibles very valuable, whether it comes from, you know, the Master Collection Program or whether it comes from some form of actual utility when it comes to using them in AR or VR or MR or another R that I haven't even heard of. Yeah, I think that there's going to be a lot of opportunities for the collectibles, and yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Cool beans. We almost done here. What? Yeah, absolutely, dude. Can't even believe the amount of folks just setting eyes on the Vivi logo besides Marvel. Project is only getting started as these events. # when ViviCon. What would you have just for that for ViviCon? Where would you have that?
Oh gosh, I mean, if I had the option of where I would host it in Canada, so I don't have to travel as far. But I mean, realistically, it would probably take place either in New York or in the West Coast somewhere, I think.
Yeah.
New York, I would actually say preferably not, because I think it'd be very expensive for a lot of people to stay here and be able to participate in that. I think if we could have it somewhere on the West Coast, you may be able to find like a city that's maybe not as expensive. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think about that?
I think it would. I think it would take Omi, because, you know, Omi could go to, two cents, and it's great for me, great for you too. But most people, it's like, okay, well, now I had a little bit of money, now I have still a little bit of money, just a little bit more. So it doesn't really help. But I think Omi would have to hit a certain amount, like maybe 10 cents, and then everyone would be like, okay, now I'll travel, now I'll go insane, now I'll party. So it might take a few years, location wise.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. If Omi's 50 cents, then I don't know that anyone that's watching this right now needs to worry about where it's being hosted, because everyone's going to be flying in on their private jets. But I mean, at the same time, it's hard to say. I'm just really excited that we're having these community events take place. I mean, I don't know if this is technically a community event, it's a Comic-Con, but the community is here showing their support for the project. And it's really incredible to see the numbers that have come out. And honestly, the foot traffic at the booth was pretty incredible as well. And actually, this is something that I did want to talk about while we're here anyways. I don't know that the adoption per se is going to be as seamless as I thought it was going to be. I think a lot of people came by the booth, but didn't really understand what Vivi was, or took a brief look at it but moved on, because there's just so much going on at NYCC. So it's hard to really process and fully enjoy all of that. But I think that over time, it's almost going to be one of those things that, like, whether you want to deny it or not, it's going to be inevitable. It's like the Thanos snap, like, I am inevitable.
I
made a reference.
So glad you made a movie reference.
I made a reference.
It happens when you hang out with me.
Yeah.
Start talking in movie quotes.
Yeah. So I feel like that is what we're really going to see. I don't know that we're going to see, hey, there's an event. Oh, we got 10,000 new users. That's incredible. Like, maybe we got 50 or 100. But I think, you have to start the conversation somewhere. And I think it's important to set up realistic goals. And I think that there will be catalysts that come out, over hopefully the next 6-12 months that are really going to be the driving force of bringing new users into the platform. And like I said, whether that be utility for the collectibles or utility for the token or whatever it may be, I think there's going to be the opportunity to take advantage of a new user base and educate them as, people who have already been in the community and really just kind of get the excitement back up again for this. So
yeah, I would say maybe Florida also, it's where I want to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Because then
Little Treasure Island or something.
Well, then I could finally do my thing where I could pay for everyone's Omi tattoos, and then have that thing for Alligator Loki, where if you have a secret Alligator Loki, I'll pay for your ticket to either Disney World or Harry Potter World, wherever we go. So I think that'd be fun too.
Have you thought about how much this is going to cost you?
I mean,
do you want to think about how much it's going to cost you?
Omi's 10 cents doesn't really matter.
Well, I mean, it still matters, but it's...
I mean, okay, even if it's in the 5 figures,
oh man,
which it probably wouldn't be. Like, I'm not paying for everyone's airfare. I'm just paying for their Omi tattoos, which my friend Stacy, she was on the podcast, Nastascia Bender, Chavez podcast number 129. So she'll do that, and I'll just pay her. But then the tickets, how much are tickets to Harry Potter World? Or
$200 maybe.
Okay, okay. I guess if 50 people go, and
this is what I'm saying, man. It gets expensive quickly. Guys, we need more super chats. We're broke.
I mean, I am. Well, we shall. Again, when Omi's 10 cents is not really good. Even if it's $10,000 for 50 people.
Yeah.
Even if 100 people go, it's 20,000. Okay, well, at 10 cents.
What happens if at that time they accept Omi as payment?
Oh, well, then we're at like 30 cents. Could you imagine?
So.
Dude, Disney accepts Omi as payment, and we dub it the Disney dollar. Oh my God, I don't know what I'd do. I would refuse to ever pinch myself again, because then I think that's a dream. That is literally a dream. Yeah, I know. Cardinals lost. Rip. Own every Mighty set 2. Nice.
You know what I'm dreaming about right now?
What?
Food.
Yeah, I'm really hungry.
And it's getting darker in here by the minute. I don't know if you guys can see that, but like, there's only so much.
Is that light too? Is it gonna be too bright?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Okay.
Oh.
Hello, Captain Vivi. There's no 100% safe facility. There's never 100. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But that is the end of the comments. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for being here. Foster, thank you for coming on again. Anything else you'd like to say to the rest of the peeps before we dip for the night?
No, it's been a really good experience so far, and I'm already losing my voice like crazy with all the conversations I've been having with people. So I just look forward to see what the rest of the weekend kind of takes us to, and continuing to experience and enjoy this and try and make the most of it. I don't know that I'm going to be able to make it out to all of them moving forward still, so it's just about making the most of it in the moment, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I just brushed my hair, so I feel like look how voluminous it got. So I'm going to do that. Oh, we had a oh, I guess it. All right, there's more comments over here.
Oh, okay.
Having a great day. Oh, thank you, Shira. See, Batcow's doing a bull run. Where's the Batcow's doing a bull run? Or if you want to answer one of those up there.
I just saw not a bot saying I see split 3 Spider-Man Secret Rares sold in the last 2 days. What do you think of that? I mean, for every seller, there's a buyer, so that's always good, right? I mean, people are taking advantage of the opportunities and the sales, so.
Ooh, Justin paid AK for one. Nice. Congrats, Justin. Get it. Spider-Man Secret Rare Club. Oh, rip. Have you ever had Chick-fil-A?
No, I haven't.
Pretty good. Pretty legit. Not about us enjoying vacation.
Thank you.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A is legit. We'd have to get it today or tomorrow. They're not open on Sunday.
Oh, is that like a...
It's like a
religion?
religious thing, yeah.
So Chick-fil-A is a religion?
I think they just follow religious protocols. I don't know if they're a religion. It's not like the Helix fossil that went from 0 to 20 million followers in like 3 days in Pokemon, Twitch plays Pokemon. I think it just follows the other religion.
Okay.
Anywho, we're gonna bounce. We got to get ready for parties. I love you guys. Goodbye. Oh God. Okay, I can't get up. I'm sold.
Oh.